Alrighty, everybody. How's it going? It's neighborhood friendly cheesecake Trent Sneed up in the booth here tonight for round number 14 of Sidewinder Racing League's Wild Horse. Hey, that's us. ARCA series. We're at Homestead Miami Speedway for 70 laps. It is time to set the final four. That is the headline. That is the story. It is week 14 for Sidewinder. Everyone's going into maximum overdrive to try and get the last points they need or hold on to a top four spot. So let's go ahead and take a look at the spots right now for the ARCA series. Right now, it is Garrett Wolfenbarger, number one seed, pretty much locked in, as well as Bradley Wilson. Lucas Hoytsma is third. And that third and fourth spot, especially fourth, is pretty tight. Montrose only has a 3-4 point gap over Michael Edwards, and Edwards has a pretty healthy breathing room over Daniel Krim in sixth in points. And it's Dave Hoytsma, DG Swiss, Blake Giglio, and Cody Cleaver rounding out your top 10 in points. Cliff Mullins, Andrew Beach, the top 12 in points, and there's Llewellyn, Hayden Lowell, William Oshbrenner, and J.R. Deal, the outside drivers that did not make the playoffs. Just under a minute remaining. Fastest cat out on track right now is the 51 of Bradley Wilson. Looking to go 3 in a row wins here tonight. Remember correctly, it is 3 in a row wins. Won a fuel mileage race at Chicagoland and then took home the checker flag at Talladega last week. And looking to go 3 for 3 and essentially mathematically lock himself into Richmond next week. Garrett Wolfenbarger, less than 1,000, or just 1,000th back. Potentially the championship favorite. Definitely going to be quick. Quick all season. Hayden Lowell missed out on the playoffs.
Got him. You let it do him to himself, damn.
And that is going to do it for practice.
I cannot wait to wreck out of this piece of shit. I can do it for you, Cliff.
At this point, it's a mercy kill.
Okay. I got you right off the gate. Not even before we go green.
22 drivers set to race here tonight. First driver's coming out on track now. Looks like the 56 of Hayden Lowell. 23, Daniel Llewellyn. It is showing a yellow caution state. We are green. Nice Lucas Hoytsma. 2 of Cody Cleaver. Drivers coming out of pit road. Qualifying scrutiny set to high, so we may see a couple guys reset due to wheel spin. Bradley Wilson, the 5, Jeff Perchotsky. Garrett Wolfenbarger. 7 of Daniel Krim is sitting on pit road. 26 of DG Swiss is coming out on track now. As drivers are starting their qualifying attempts on their first lap. Hayden Lowell coming through 3 and 4 right now. He's going to put our first time on the board. Off of corner number 4. 33.415. Good enough for pole position for the moment. Daniel Wallen second on the board. And here comes the 97 Lucas Hoytsma to jump to pole. 33.355. 6/100ths up. More time's going to start coming in. Jeff Perchotsky moves to third. Bradley Wilson fourth. Hayden Lowell coming to finish his qualifying run right here. Lowell jumps to the top. 33.062, almost 3/10 up. Lucas Hoytsma finishes his qualifying run 1/10 behind Garrett Wolfenbarger in the 32. On his final qualifying lap right now, Cody Cleaver jumps to third, now immediately back down to fourth. Bradley Wilson jumps to second spot. Wolfenbarger coming off of turn number 4. This will complete his qualifying run. Moves to second spot. 2 1,000s. 14 of Michael Edwards. Coming off of 4 right now. Good enough for 5th spot. Makes up 1 position. And Cliff's just having a good time. Dalton Hayes' first lap moves him to P10. Daniel Krim jumps up to P7. Ronald Lavin in the 10 machine moves up to P5. I'll complete her qualifying run. Looks like Jake's having fun as well. Giglio finishing his qualifying run right now. So works his way through 3 and 4. Top of the board goes the 16. Thomas Green held pole for a moment, and Giglio jumps to it. 33.021. Almost 4 100ths up over the 18. As Montrose on his final qualifying lap right now. I think he hit the wall first. And iRacing just crashed. All right. Cool. Well, it picked a good time to crash. I'll give it that. Really? Man, that gets old after a while. And I'm noticing a trend, okay? The last time it crashed, I was focusing on Ian's car. So maybe it's something to do with Ian's car being the focus. Ian, are you DDoSing my iRacing? And it's not letting me reconnect again. Oh, come on. So we might miss the starting lineup. Not going to get Pulse Center interviews. There we go. Let me rejoin, damn it. I ain't got all day. Yes, indeed, quite indubitably. Alright, now everything's starting to come back. If they are just now starting to roll. And it reset my audio stuff. Huh.
Perhaps.
I wonder if it's something to do with my headset or something that's causing it. Because it reset my audio options. That is peculiar. And that messed up a little bit. That's ungood. Alright, we are about to go green. I'm going to quickly get the ticker to do ticker things, and I think then we'll be fine. There we go. As green flag is rolling, we're racing. And immediately trying to go 3 wide for the race lead is the 56 of Hayden Lowell. Dives it to the inside of Giglio and the 18 of Thomas Green. And Lowell's going to take the race lead. Got to do this real quick, get that to fix itself. There we go. All right, now we're up and going. We're cooking with Crisco. So, Hayden Lowell in front of the 18 of Thomas Green off of turn number 4. Lowell going to lead lap number 1. You can go about 25 laps on a tank of fuel. Try to get my cameras halfway repositioned. Bradley Wilson side by side with the 32 of Garrett Wolfenbarger for third spot. And they're 3 wide in his mirror. That's the 10 of Brian Lobbin. Just 3 wide with Michael Edwards. For a moment there, now 2 wide with the 47 of Dalton Hayes. It's Sony on the outside wall, the 51, Bradley Wilson. What happened to the 51?
What just happened?
The wall reached out and grabbed somebody.
No. That's a hardware. Something failed. Hold on here.
I think he blinked out, but he's dead over there somewhere over on the other side of the fence.
Yeah, I'm going to say his computer just crashed. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say like his computer crashed. Like looking on it, it looked like it just went right into the wall. That was weird looking. That is awful look.
I feel that. That sucks.
Hell, iRacing crashed like the moment qualifying ended. Like I made it back for just the drop of the green flag, so I wasn't able to do my starting lineup or pulsator interview. Alright, get everything back situated. We got ourselves a battle for the race lead. Thomas Green to the outside of Hayden Lowell. Oh, iRacing. Yep. Confirmation there. God, I hate that, man. I literally just experienced that like 3 minutes ago at the end of qualifying. So I know the pain. And caution is out. First yellow of the night. What has happened here? The 5, Jeff Perchotsky. It's like 47 goes too low, clips the apron, and then it just slides up on him potentially. Whew, everyone did a great job avoiding them. $11, $11, $24. ARCA Homestead. Lap 5. And boop. All right. So I'm trying to get some of my tickers to still refresh here. It's on my end, some that y'all don't see, but it's kind of messing up my flow, if that makes any sense. There we go. Get that in the top right-hand corner. As bunch of drivers look like come down pit road to top off on fuel. Not a bad idea. You can only go 25 laps on a tank of fuel. The 32 of Wolfenbarger on back, I believe, has come down pit road. '51 not yet able to rejoin. Yep, he is rejoined, so it's just going to be a minute before he's able to reconnect. Scored 5 laps down. Something I want to check. Just looking at the points gap here. It's gonna be close. Have to look and see at the end of the race, but with him going a couple laps down there, 22-something drivers on track, that may have put Bradley in a really bad spot. We do get a couple quick cautions here. We'll be all right. That for a couple cars end up What?
I would like the outside lane for Faithorn.
51 now going to have pretty significant right front damage. Gonna pretend I didn't see that one, I guess. That was something. But, alright, well, in any case, we're here. I have all my crap set back up. We're gonna go back racing with 61 laps to go. If my math is indeed mathematical. Hayden Lowell is left to the outside of the front row. Hayden Lowell, Daniel Krim. Cheers, JR.
Cheers.
Pace truck is in. Green flag in the air. Good restart for the 56 and the 32 of Wolfenbarger. Garrett looking to clear the 7 of Krim into turn number 1, and he's got it. So Garrett Wolfenbarger immediately moves up to second. Going to try and reel in the 56. Side by side for 4th spot in the background is the 14 of Michael Edwards and the 16 of Blake Giglio. Then John Garrett right behind them, and I think that's the 37 of Cliff Mullins. He is 2 out of the 18 of Thomas Green, and the 97 of Hoytsma, Lucas Hoytsma that is, trying to follow through with him on the bottom. Lucas going to the outside now of the 37, battle for 8th position. And still 2 wide just up ahead, the 14, Michael Edwards, going to the inside of Daniel Krim. Trying to at least, not able to make that move there. Krim going to the outside of Giglio. I know Blake, he's going to run the bottom, try and save as much tire as he can. Comes up right in front of the 7, and Krim going for the crossover for third. So, is able to clear the 16, actually going to give them the lane back on the outside, so they're going to remain 2 wide for third. Blake running the top. And they're almost 3 wide right behind them. John Garrett on the inside. Michael Edwards is going by on the outside. Here comes Green back to the inside. Excuse me. And Thomas clears the 14, moves up into 5th. Lucas right behind Edwards. Oh! Bad close if he made contact or not. Definitely close. So Lucas comes up in front of the 14. Moves up into 6th position. And Giglio, that's still a battle going on between him and Krim. Blake looks like just cleared him. Meanwhile, up front, Wolfenbarger still hot on the trail of the 56 machine. Gap is currently 3/10 off of turn 4. Still hovering anywhere between 2 to 3/10. Check back in on that here in a little bit. We're going to go back to midfield, see what kind of 2 wide action we might have. Tenebriana going to the inside of John Garrett. That will be for 8th position. Not able to get that run off of turn 2. Just behind them, we have the 68 of Jake Lawrence going to the inside of Cliff Mullins. Looks like he's going to get the spot. And here comes the 51 of Bradley Wilson on the outside. I imagine with fresh tires. Ooh! Catches the outside wall. Bradley's going to try and get his laps back. With his iRacing crash in there, chalked up as a mechanical failure. That has put him behind the 8 ball early here. Thigh machine Jeff Perchotsky looking to the outside of Cliff Mullins. That'll be for 11th. Trying to get to that left rear quarter panel. Trying to get the side draft. He's got it off of 4. They are 2 wide, and now the 5 starting to pull alongside, heading into turn 1. I see what looks like 3 wide going on just ahead of him. I think that's for about 5th spot. Thomas Green trying to shoot to the inside of Krim for 4th. And Lucas trying to follow suit. Contact almost made. So Giglio through to 3rd. Thomas Green through to 4th. Hoytsma going to try and get around the 7 for 5th. Still side by side into turn 3. And Lucas has got the spot. Daniel peeking to the inside, doesn't quite have a run. We'll check back in on the leaders here. Gap still at, actually no, it is gone. At 2/10 gap, that is maybe 1 or 2 car lengths. Wolfenbarger right behind the 56. Saw there the 14, Michael Edwards is 2 wide with Bradley Wilson. That is not 4 position. And Wolfenbarger all over Hayden Lowell. Hayden is not in the playoffs. He is simply here for bragging rights, trying to get a win. And Wolfenbarger looks to the inside. Too wide for the race lead. Hayden holds on to the lead for the moment. Garrett, the faster race car at this moment in time. As Thomas Green in the 18 is up to third. He has gotten around the 16 of Blake Giglio. I say that, Blake charging back on the inside. Blake's clear for the moment. Does Thomas get that run on the outside? Giglio coming up to block. Thomas going to give him a shot down the back straight. Goes on, here comes the 51. Bradley driving like a man possessed. Back up front, the gap's still about maybe 2 or so car lengths. Giglio has gotten the gap down to under a second in third spot. Has Thomas Green right behind him. And Lucas Hoytsma not far behind them either. That's rounding out the top 5. And after that, a little bit of breathing room to the 7 of Daniel Krim. Daniel running in 6th. Ron Lavin in the 10 machine. Right behind, running the outside, trying to get that corner exit off of turn 2. After that, it's another decent amount of breathing room to the 14. 5 and the 66 may go at it. That'll be a battle for 9th. And then behind John Garrett, we have the 68 of Jake Lawrence, who is in the middle of a battle between the 1 of Ian Montrose and the 2 of Cody Cleaver. Cleaver running the outside, gets the outside wall. And the 1 of Montrose to the inside of Jake Lawrence. That is for 11th. As that goes on, I see something going on with the ticker. Yep. Side-by-side battle for 4th between Lucas Hoytsma and Thomas Green. Thomas running that outside. Hoytsma looking to clear on the bottom, able to move up in front of the 18. Thomas looks like going to give him a shot down the back straight. As battle for the lead. Wolfenbarger back to the inside of Hayden Lowell, not able to make the pass. These tires wear, it's going to be so hard to make the pass. Garrett's best hope here is to find a way to pull to the outside of the 56 to get that power down. And something to mention, Hayden's probably going to come down pit road here in a couple laps. Lap 26. I'd say by lap 30, that 56 is going to come down pit road. Hayden has not pit yet. The 32 on back has come down pit road for topping off on fuel. The 10 machine. Oh, good Lord, the 7. I just saw a huge wiggle off turn 2. I was going to say the 10 had gotten around the 7. And Daniel's holding on to that race car for dear life. As a couple cars are on pit road, 14 Michael Edwards, the 15 of Jeremy Scherer has come down pit road. I think the 66 of John Garrett has come down pit road as well. That's Garrett's second pit stop. As something happened to the 32. Well, I'll say that Hayden Lowell just now comes on pit road. But Wolfenbarger had lost almost half a second there. don't know if he got in the wall or what, but here comes the 16 of Giglio looking to his inside. For the lead, 32 grabs the outside wall. Too wide down the back straight. Contact is made. Wolfenbarger holds on to the race lead. Giglio all over the rear bumper. Blake wants this race lead. Saw Hayden Lowell exiting pit road there. Too wide for the lead. Blake looking for the slider. Off of 2. Does he come up? Not clear. And Hoytsma right there in 3rd spot. Running on the outside, trying to get a run where he can. Big run, shoots to the inside of the 16. Gonna try to go 2 for 1. Gonna pull alongside the 32 of Wolfenbarger. For the race lead. Off of turn 2, call it 2 for 1. Lucas Hoytsma grabs the race lead off turn number 2. Giglio 2 out of the 32 of Wolfenbarger for second.
Fucking time, I got wheel damage.
You're good. I let off just to kind of float by.
Each has wheel damage.
I didn't want to get into it either. Oh, never mind.
So Lucas Hoytsma takes the race lead, and Giglio looking to his inside. So these guys have already pit. They pit. I think they made it 6 or 7 laps out of caution, so probably around lap 35 is when we'll see the rest of these leaders come down pit road.
The reason y'all ran me so fucking high to the barriers, man?
So Wolfenbarger right behind the 56, Hayden Lowell on fresh tires, looking to get his lap back. Going to go by both the 16 and the 97. Back to the lead lap goes the 56. And Giglio trying to go to the inside to take the race lead. Here we are, 2 wide. Not to mention, stage ends in 2 laps as well. We are about at the halfway point. And Giglio looking to get this lead. May steal the stage away from the 97. And off of 2, Blake Giglio takes the race lead, leaves the lane open, could have slammed the door, but elected not to. Still nosing out ahead into turn 3. And off of 4, Blake's got the lead now. Battle for 3rd. Thomas Green to the outside of Garrett Wolfenbarger. 32 is elected just to let him by there. White flag is out for the stage, coming to the halfway point this time around.
This time.
18 Thomas Green going to come down pit road. As well as the 5 of Perchotsky. So here comes the majority of the field, I imagine. Does Giglio come in? Yep, Giglio's down. Oh, the 18 coming in hot. I saw Thomas wiggling like crazy. Did he make it? It's nice that if Hoytsman is elected to stay out, I'd have to imagine he comes in this time, but Lucas gonna win the stage. We've seen what fresh tires do. So Hayden Lowell is gonna inherit this race lead back. Cliff Mullins is gonna come down pit road, and here comes Lucas.
Pitting head.
So here comes the rest of the field. So Giglio wins that race off pit road, followed by Thomas Green and 32 of Garrett Wolfenbarger. 14 Michael Edwards going around them. Michael, short pit. He's one of the drivers that stayed out on that first caution, him in the 56. So Hayden Lowell going to retake this race lead. Nice enough, Lucas scored in second, but not for long. 14, Michael Edwards going by. In the 16 of Giglio. Giglio has much fresher tires than this 14, so he should be able to make short work. So they come off turn 2, looking to his outside. See Thomas Green, Hoytsma, and the 32 of Wolfenbarger. So the 16, the 18 got around the 97 with that one lap short pit. 32 going to try to, but didn't lose a ton of ground. Right now, gap is 8.8 seconds. 8.6, dropping quickly. Hayden Lowell with the race lead. Let's drop it back here. 18, Thomas Green going to the inside of Michael Edwards. Edwards going to start dropping back due to the older tires. See what we got going on. Two wide battles. Lucas with fresh tires going to go around the 14. After that, looks like we'll have to go to the 7 of Daniel Krim. Looks like he might be in a battle with the 66 of John Garrett. Garrett peeking to the inside. Then after that, 2 of Cody Cleaver in the 10. Here on 11. 2 of Cleaver's trying to reel in Jeff Perchotsky. Cleaver running that outside. We go through the field here. Dalton Hayes running in 12th. Just behind him is the 1 of Ian Montrose. 4 seconds. The gap there. And 2 seconds to the 37 and the 68. That's a 3-car battle for 14th. Cliff Mullins. Jake Lawrence and Lawrence got loose there off of 2. 15 of Jeremy Scherer just behind them as well. And the 26 of DG Swiss. Swiss looking to the inside of Scherer. That'd be for 16th. He's able to get in there. Whoa, Scherer clocks the outside wall, almost bounced off into DG. Keep it going in the right direction. And then after that, it looks like it goes single file for the rest of the field. Dave Hoytsma a couple seconds back to Scherer. Then Llewellyn rounds out the last of the cars on the lead lap. Andrew Beach, 71, first car, 1 lap down. That's kind of how we go through the field here. Meanwhile, back up front, Hayden Lowell. The gap has shrunk from 8 seconds to 6-7. Giglio in the 16 in the process of running him down. 51 of Bradley Wilson. 5 laps down. Looking to get whatever spots he can. Oh, both cars in the outside wall. Giglio goes back around. As Nice Machine has gotten back around the 32. And man, this is a kerfluffle for 3rd spot on back. The 18, Thomas Green holding on to 3rd. Hoytsma right behind him. coming to 25 laps to go. Oh, big wiggle from the 97. Giglio still holding on in that second spot, coming up on the lap car of Andrew Beach. And that gap is shrinking. 6 seconds, went down to 5 something. Off of 2 there, 5.9.
Blake, you want the inside or outside?
Inside.
Have a good day, Mr. Jim Later.
So the 18 trying to clear the 51. Bradley's trying to muster up all the speed he can to get around the leaders. It's not going well, unfortunately, as he's losing ground. Gets cleared by the 18. Now 2 wide with the 97. And Beach trying to let the rest of the leaders by here, going to the outside. Around him, no further incident. Gap continuing to shrink almost into the 4.9s. Might have some 2 wide going on between the 1 and the 37. That would be for 12th. 37 hot on the heels of the 1 off of 2 down the back straight. They're trying to reel in the 47 of Dalton Hayes, and Dalton's coming down pit road. 47 machine on pit road for his final pit stop, well in the window. So we may see the final pit stops right here. Gap is continuing to shrink. Giglio in second, Thomas Green in third, with the 97 right behind. Wolfenbarger not far behind either. Looks like the 37 was able to get around the 1 4 11th spot. And 26 of DG Swiss able to get around Ian as well. Potential battle for, looks
I'm
like
putting this time, Lucas.
6th on back. 2 might be downshifting. That's a scrap. 7 Daniel Krim. 6 Berchotsky 7th. 2 running 8th. As, yep. Hayden Lowell has come down pit road with 20 laps to go. So Blake Giglio going to take the race lead. 1.5 seconds is the gap between him and the 97. The 18 Thomas Green going with the 56 in the short pit. The 56 made the short pit work. So they're going to take 4 tires. I imagine if Blake and them's going to run it out, they're going to do, if I had to guess, 2 tires. See how well that holds up. I imagine they'd make the cars pretty daggone loose. As 56 comes out ahead of the 16. And Lucas Oisma gonna pit this time. Does the 32 and the 16 follow suit? 16 coming down pit road. Wolfenbarger coming down as well. So final green flag stops. Hayden came out ahead of the 16. That's huge. So he's going to have probably another 3 or so second lead. Right side's in the air for the 16. Is it a 2 tires or a 4 tire? Going to be a 4 tire stop. And here comes Lowell off of 4. Or into 1. Out ahead of the 16. It looks like by a good margin. Jeff Perchotsky in the 5 scored as your leader. DG Swift scored in P2. Daniel Wallen in the 23 scored in P3, and it looks like he's coming down pit road now. Perchotsky still out front. The 71, Andrew Beach, looking to get one of his laps back. Currently 2 laps down. Looking to get a lap back here. '66 of Garrett looking to do the same. So the gap between Lowell and Giglio, that is 5-6 seconds. Am I reading that? That's huge. The 18, Thomas Green, right behind him. Garrett Wolfenbarger has gotten around the 97 of Hoytsma. The question is, when does the 5 and the 26 come down pit road? It's John Garrett looking to get back on the lead lap.
Thanks.
John Garrett moves back onto the lead lap. Now 9 cars on the lead lap as we run. Ooh, big wiggle from the 2. That'll be for position. That'll be for 9th spot if Cleaver can get a run on Garrett. And Cleaver's in the outside wall. Has a big run off of 2 down the back straight, so Cody Cleaver going to move up to 9th. He's going to try and reel in the 14 of Michael Edwards. And Edwards currently side by side with the 71 of Andrew Beach. Meanwhile, the 5 has not come down pit road. Coming to 10 laps to go. So now the question is, has the 5 been saving? Can the 5 make it? I don't think he can. It doesn't sound like he's saving fuel. I think he's going to have to pit. Turn on my fan. Swiss P2, 8 seconds back. Hayden Lowell, not too far behind Swiss. You can see the gap between the 56. That's 15 right behind him. Not right behind him, just on the the straightaway, and then the 16's behind the 15. And something amiss on the 97. Lucas has lost a lot of ground.
5 goodness, thanks.
And here we go, Jeff Perchotsky coming down pit road. Imagine the 26 will follow suit, and the 5 spinning out! What a save, Ryan Newman! Now come to pit road, buddy. DG gonna stay out and take the race lead.
John, you want the inside or the outside into 3?
Mm-hmm.
So DG takes the race lead. Hayden Lowell less than 3 seconds behind.
How'd you like that answer?
It is definitely an answer.
Well, I didn't die, so I'm guessing it was fine. Swiss has come down pit road. And so's there's the gap. This between the 16 and the 56, less than 5 seconds. Come to 6 laps to
Hayden,
go.
where do you want me in the next turn?
I don't care as long as you're decisive.
Say hi.
Hey, Wallen.
That'd be kind of difficult to do. Dave's on the outside.
I appreciate you, Dave. We love you.
No problem.
So Hayden Lowell retakes his race lead with 6 laps to go. And Giglio does not have enough time. There's no way. Lucas ran out the top 5 right now, trying to reel in the 18 of Thomas Green for 4th. Coming to 5 to go. I have a battle between the 10 and the 7 again. That would be for 9th. Someone just blinked. 10 almost in the outside wall. As battle... Oh! Contact between the 2 and the 14! Cleaver going for a ride! Caution is out. I was just tuning in to see. That is not what the 56 wanted to see at all. $14 coming down, the 2 coming up, and they meet on the seam. How do you spell seam? Is it E-A-M? Or is it E-E-M? Man, that changes everything.
Yeah, let's go, Dave.
So is it 2 tires or 4 tires?
Aiden tries to win it in one, causes a massive wreck. Dave wins the race.
4 tires for the 56. Right sides for the 97 and the 16. 56 comes out third. Bunch car is going to take the wave around. Going to be first of 3 green-white checkered attempts.
Pain.
But, hey, buddy.
Take me top here.
Alright, the gig decides he's a top, which makes Lucas the power bottom. Hayden Lowell third, Thomas Green fourth. These two have 4 tires. The front row do not have 4 tires. They are on the 2-tire strap. Look for them to get really, really loose on corner exit. Could also potentially blow the left rears off on the restart here. Or it may grip up. I don't know. I ain't that smart. Pace truck is in. Green flag in the air. Good restarts for the 16 and the 97. The 18 clears the 56. 18, the first car with 4 tires. Lowell immediately shooting all the way up to the outside. 2 wide with the 32. Right now it is still the 16 of Blake Giglio with the race lead through 3 and 4. Hayden Lowell on the outside. Off of 4, white flag going to be in the air. 1 lap to go at Homestead. Can the 97 make a move? Oh, the 18 sideways into 1. He's in the outside wall. He's still on the outside wall. Thomas Green trying to hold on to that race car. They keep it going. The battle for the race lead. The 97 of Lucas Hoisma looks to the outside. 2 wide for the race lead and for the race win. Here they come off of turn number 4. Someone get
Really,
that
dude?
camera ready,
Really?
and the 97's going to spin out. Blake Giglio going to be your winner. Hoytsma holds
Good one,
on. Michael Edwards gets third.
Good win, Blake. Good race, guys.
And that's the nail, yo.
I was going to say, get that camera ready. I thought we were going to have a photo finish, but Lucas couldn't keep the power down.
I'm really getting tired of this shit.
Second goes to the 56.
I am, because you've
Hayden
never
Lowell,
made a
third
mistake
goes
before
to
in
the
your life.
14.
Don't give me your fucking smart ass remark.
All right, I'll give you the honest truth. You came down on me, bitch.
Yeah. Think what you want, Swiss.
Watch the replay, Chief.
$16 starts burning it down. We'll go ahead and pull them in.
I see it, DG. I think you got a point.
Blake is the big cheese. You got me?
How's it going?
Well, man, I don't know where you started because my game crashed right before and I don't remember. But I do know. I think we're 2 for 2 for late race cautions that save your ass. Talk me through it.
Yeah, we just got a little lucky tonight with that late race yellow, and I told Lucas I'm taking 2. He took 2, and I think we were honestly faster than the guys that took 4 there. So, it worked out to perfection. Too bad we missed a race earlier in the playoffs, or I think we would have been in that final 4. So, oh well, wins are wins, and it adds to our stats. So I'm just happy to keep adding here and keep getting these wins.
Yes, sir. So how nervous were you coming into 3? Y'all were 2 wide, neck and neck. Did the 2 tires save you because Lucas couldn't keep the power down on the outside, or what went through the brain?
I don't know. I think either way I wouldn't have been upset. You know, our strategy worked, so either way I would have been fine. One of us would have got the win, so not complaining, and looking forward to racing Richmond next week with those playoff guys.
All right, man. Well, congrats once again. You got any sponsor shout-outs on that 16?
Yeah, shout out to you for broadcasting, CC Racing, Low Drag Esports, M9 Performance, everyone that's on this car. You for broadcasting, and putting on this league. It's a lot of fun. So, and let's look forward to the rest of the week.
Yes, sir. Congrats once again.
Thank you.
Blake Giglio, P1 here tonight. I keep forgetting. I'm kind of doing my reverse order. I'm doing 1, 2, and 3 instead of the other way around. Because I'm special. All right. Now we'll go ahead and pull in the 56 machine of Hayden Lowell. Hayden, you got me?
I gotcha.
Well, I'm noticing a trend. It unfortunately happens with you, and I don't even have the start thing, so it doesn't even tell me where you started. We get the patented late Sidewinder caution when you're leading.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Led the most laps. Feel like I had the best and fastest car all night, and played some wrong pit strategy right there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, either way, you did come home second there. With that 97 getting loose, what do you think the odds were of them both getting loose there and you'd be able to sneak past?
Lucas and Blake are pretty good at managing throttle, so I didn't think they were going to get loose. My best bet was hoping that the tires warmed up and came in quick enough where my 4 was going to be better than their 2. And unfortunately, just really bad wheel spin on the restart, trying to be greedy with the throttle and keep with them, and that's kind of what dug me in a hole that was too big to dig myself out of, and got back to 3rd, and luckily had Lucas spin out there coming out of 2 or 4, sorry, and able to sneak back home in 2nd, but doesn't make it hurt any less, because not in the playoffs, just kind of here for wins. Showed up because it was Homestead, one of my favorite tracks, and just couldn't quite get it done.
Yes, sir. Trust me, I know the pain. By the way, you did get that P2, so congrats. Moves you up in the standings below the cut line. Any sponsor shout-outs on that 56?
Napa Auto Parts, Arc Music, Madigan Motorsports, as always, was hanging out with the C2X guys tonight, so appreciate them dealing with me. You, Trent, for putting on the league and the broadcast. I appreciate all the work you do. And everyone else at Sidewinder that put on all of our different leagues across 6 different days of the week. And big shout out to Swiss for managing it all.
Yes, sir, man. Congrats once again.
I will say, though, Trent, points are done. If you're going to look at the Final Four, they're done. They're up there. I'm exporting the graphic now, so I'll get that up for you in just a second.
Moses Sandals, y'all are horrifyingly quick with that.
It's so easy.
Yeah, but y'all don't understand. As soon as I click the end stream button, my ass goes to bed.
It's 3 clicks.
Yeah, that's 3 clicks. That equates to 3 minutes of sleep.
Fair enough. Appreciate you, Trent.
Yes, sir. Hey, Lowell, P2 here tonight. Go and pull in P3. Pretty much a sleeper all night, actually, thinking about it. We got the 14 of Mr. GFEA, Michael Edwards. Michael, you got me.
Hi.
Well, man, my game crashed right at the end of qualifying, so I don't have the starting position, but I do know you ran the short pit, the shortest of the short pits, and was kind of got saved by that last caution, and here you are sneaking out of top 3. Talk me through it.
Yeah, I was ass the whole night. I feel like the car was ass, the track is ass. I was eating some ass. Somehow finished 3rd there. Apologies to Cody there for racing him hard. I thought Ian was way closer than he was, so I'm sure his little slide up was not fully a mistake, because I did kind of put him in the wall the lap before. I was racing Ian for that Final Four spot. So yeah, Richmond next week, so there's no telling what's gonna happen.
Yes, sir. And on that incident, looking at it, he was coming up and you were actually coming down, and y'all both met kind of at that top seam. So that was,
yeah.
to me, that's one I'd call it one of them racing
like
deals.
Ass a couple.
Oh my
that,
God! Yeah. All right, we just got the final graphic. Have you seen it?
Yep, there we go.
All right, I will display that here in a minute after interviews. But yeah, man, congrats on that podium. Do you think we had another late race caution? Do you think you would have had anything else for the 2 leaders there?
Oh no, I was just kind of hanging on at that point. I couldn't find speed. I kept slipping up an entry, getting loose. I don't know. I was surprised I was able to stay in the top 10 the whole race because I was just struggling.
Oh man, either way, congrats on the podium. You got any sponsor shout outs to that number 14?
Fort Worth Screen Printing, everybody at 1010, you for doing the broadcast, and of course all the Teletubbies.
Why'd you have to finish with that?
Just wait till you see my car next week. You ever seen a Teletubbies butthole?
What?
Bye!
No, you're explaining. What?
You'll have to see. You'll have to see.
Okay. I'm going to have to mentally prepare myself for that. Okay.
I'm going to find that thin line of being legal and not legal.
It's not me you have to worry about. It's Swiss.
Oh, it's going to be iRacing terms of service, everything.
I made a General Lee car like 3 years ago.
It's worse.
Oh, God, that scares me. Okay, all right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Why? Just why? I am horrified because I'm gonna have to see it. Okay, here we go. Your final 4 advancing, bar any protests. We have the 32 of Garrett Wolfenbarger, who pretty much locked himself in. Bradley Wilson made it in barely. Lucas Hoitzma and Michael Edwards are your final 4. They are the top 4 that will fight at Richmond next week for the championship. So with that, evidently there was beef on the last lap between the 26 and the 23. We will look at that real quick, and then I'll get the sponsor poster up and going. It's like 26 got loose off of 2. 23 definitely is coming down. 26 is also coming down. 23 just came down. I think he was expecting DG to go lower, but yeah. So there's that. Alright, well with that, we'll go and get the sponsor poster up and going here. Big thanks to 712 Brakes, Fort Worth Screen Print, Spit Film Podcast, Art Music, Gold Eagle, Frisbee Racing. Check out old Random Randy Lee on twitch.tv/randomlee. Stay tuned to Stone Game Farm, Tree and Technologies, DGSRacing.com, broadcasters Lucas at the CTCRN and the ProSim Network, DG at the DG Broadcast Network, and here I am at the Wild Horse Broadcasting Network, and I'm going to bed.